says you outgrow toys? I know that I don't. How collectors are keeping themselves young at heart. That story kicks off today's trending stories. Here's a look at our Hot Topics brought to you by Walton Arts Center. The original Star Wars movies spawned prequels, sequels, and lots of merchandise. The largest toy collectors fair in the UK took place last month, and the franchise provided its staying power. Now, what may look like old plastic to some is instead a treasured link to a childhood memory for another. Star Wars action figures were from the 1980s, and they were sold from up to 600 pounds a piece. Now, some dealers said they can bring in big money with this brand, up to 5,000 pounds a day, and it's only a matter of time before merchandise from the sequels begins to become collector's items as well. Gosh. Talking about history, Rafi, there it is right there.
Those are information right there, right?
Toys from my childhood for sure. A galactic honor will be bestowed upon the director of Star Wars. George Lucas will receive an honorary Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. The director will be honored at the closing ceremony to the 77th French Film Festival on May 25th. This accolade not new to the Star Wars crew. Last year, Han Solo himself, Harrison Ford, was awarded one. Cannes runs from May 14th through the 25th. I love to see this recognition.
Absolutely.
It's fascinating that Harrison Ford got it a little bit before George Lucas. But of course, Harrison Ford has many iconic characters.
Yes.
And George Lucas just has Star Wars.
But, I mean, he created it. He gave that to us. He deserves
absolutely.
For sure.
100%. Rafi, I don't know if you know this. As a historian, you might want to be aware that today marks National Space Day.
Oh.
Did you know that the first Friday in May is dedicated to the extraordinary achievements, benefits, and opportunities in the exploration and use of space? The goal of the observance is to promote math, science, technology, and engineering education in young people. And while we've only been exploring space for about the last 60 years, there is so much that we've learned. So it truly is the new frontier. Maybe that's stealing a bit of Star Trek lore right there, but that's okay. Space Day. What do you think about that? Maybe we can come back.
I think it's really cool. There's a lot of fascinating space history, absolutely. Yeah. That all that's in the context of the Cold War as well.
Oh, fascinating. Okay. Yeah, the space race, right?
Exactly. Very much in the context of the Cold War. Yeah. So historic, context and what's going on geopolitically very much affects things like the space race, and then of course that accelerated the space research that we did in the United States.
Yeah, certainly. I know you're going to be excited about this next story.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So, The Phantom Menace, which is probably from your childhood.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. It's going to return to theaters to celebrate Lucasfilm's 25th anniversary. The prequel film, originally released in 1999, hits local theaters tonight. The screening will also feature an exclusive sneak peek of the upcoming Disney Plus series, Star Wars: The Acolyte. The series follows an investigation into a shocking crime spree that pits a Jedi Master against a dangerous warrior from his past. That new series will debut on the streaming service on June 4th.
Amazing.
Yes. I got to ask you, since you're in the hot seat, do you have a favorite Star Wars movie?
A favorite Star Wars movie? I don't know if I have a favorite, because to me it's about how they fit together.
Oh,
it's really about the whole picture is how I see it. The series is I look at it almost as modules or chapters.
Sure.
That's how I see it, as a holistic view.
Yeah. What did you think about the storytelling choice to tell kind of the middle, then the beginning, and then the end?
I think that's fascinating, because what happens is I love stories like that in various contexts, because I like a story that throws me off. You know, recently the Oppenheimer movie did that too, right? They kind of jump back and forth. And I think that for me, it keeps me more engaged, because it's not exactly what you're expecting in the exact chronological order.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
For sure.
What do you think about that? I know we're going to get into it in a moment with more in-depth look at the movies, but what do you think about the choice of storytelling in that way?
Well, I think whenever the prequels came about, after George Lucas had made the original three, he thought, all these people have fathers, mothers, and how did this kind of come to be? Yeah. So to see that rise of Anakin from a young boy turn into the evil Darth Vader was amazing.
Yes.
It's a creative process, I think, and that's really cool, because you see the creative development happen as well. And I think that creative process does not always happen in some sort of sequence, right?
That's right. Sometimes it comes in modules, like you said. Well, whether you are a diehard fan or a newbie, the order of the Star Wars movies is hotly debated, and we're going to be back with a breakdown with Jacob of the franchise that we all know and love. And we still got our friends standing by. Hopefully we get a passing grade from Darth Vader and Boba Fett. We'll be back with more Good Day in WA.